We live in a world obsessed with passion. We are constantly told that if we just find that one burning desire, that singular magnificent calling, all our problems will dissolve and true purpose will reveal itself. But for many of us, this pressure to chase passion is not liberating. It is exhausting. It turns the search for purpose into a frantic internal scavenger hunt, often leaving us feeling inadequate, perpetually searching for a feeling that never quite arrives. This is where the profound, quiet wisdom of the Japanese approach offers a critical correction. It suggests that perhaps the greatest secret to finding purpose is to stop chasing passion altogether. It requires what I call the Ikigai Matrix Shift. The Western interpretation of Ikigai often places what you love at the center of the quest. But in the Japanese understanding, purpose is not a grand feeling that precedes the work. It is the quiet, deep satisfaction that follows mastery and contribution. The first foundational step in this shift is adopting the Shokunin mindset. This is the mentality of the artisan, the craftsman who dedicates their life not to fame or fortune, but to the tireless perfection of their specific skill. Whether you are coding, serving coffee, or managing data, the Shokunin finds purpose in the relentless pursuit of competence. When you prioritize becoming excellent at something, anything, you inherently generate value and respect, both externally and internally. This competence, this mastery, is far more reliable and sustaining than the volatile emotion we label as passion. Passion flickers, skill endures. This leads directly to the core understanding of hataraki, which is the deep spiritual understanding of work. In the modern context, we often view a job simply as a means to an income. But hataraki defines work as the act of delivering value, of contributing to the functioning of the community and the world around us. Purpose is found not in the size of your paycheck, but in the integrity of your effort. When you shift your perspective from "what am I getting" to "what am I providing," the mundane tasks of the day suddenly acquire dignity. A meticulous preparation of a report, the careful organization of a workspace, the consistent quality of service, these are all acts of hataraki. They are the silent, constant affirmations that you are a necessary and valuable part of the whole. The search for purpose often feels like waiting for a lightning strike, a sudden epiphany that changes everything. But the Japanese secret lies in the small, consistent joy found in koten, which is the practice of consistent, dignified routine. Purpose is not found in the extraordinary event, but in the faithful execution of the ordinary. Think of the ritualistic way a barista cleans their equipment every evening, or the precise manner in which a gardener tends to the same plot of earth year after year. These routines are not boring. They are anchors. They provide structure and a rhythm to life that allows purpose to quietly grow. By honoring these daily, repeatable acts, we build a foundation of reliability and intentionality, transforming the mundane into the meaningful. The most critical element of the Ikigai Matrix Shift is the move from internal focus to external contribution, guided by the principle of omoyari. This concept means deep, genuine consideration for others. If your pursuit of purpose is entirely self-centered, focused only on what you love, you feel, and you want, it will inevitably lead to frustration. True, sustainable purpose, the kind that lasts through difficult times, is found when you realize your existence is beneficial to someone else. It is the realization that your effort, however small, alleviates friction or brings comfort to another person. Purpose, therefore, is not a self-discovery project. It is a contribution project. We find our meaning reflected in the eyes of those we serve, whether they are customers, colleagues, or family. This shifts the entire Ikigai matrix. Instead of starting with what I love, we must begin with what the world needs. This is the great reversal. Look around you. What is the actual tangible need in your immediate environment? It could be a need for clarity and communication, a need for organization in a shared space, or simply a need for reliable, high-quality execution of a task. When you identify a need and commit to fulfilling it with mastery, the Shokunin mindset, you have instantly aligned yourself with two quadrants of Ikigai: what the world needs and what you can be good at. The payment and the love, the passion, will follow naturally as a consequence of your valuable contribution, not as a prerequisite for starting. Purpose is not a gift, it is built. It is constructed painstakingly, inch by inch, through the principle of Kaizen, or continuous small improvement. The Western narrative suggests a massive leap, a career pivot, a grand overhaul. Kaizen teaches us that purpose is found in the microscopic improvement you make today over yesterday. If you improve your method of filing by 1%, or reduce the time it takes to complete a task by 5 seconds, you are not just being efficient, you are actively engaging in the construction of your purpose. This emphasis on process over outcome removes the paralyzing pressure of needing to achieve greatness immediately. Purpose becomes the journey of refinement itself, not the destination of perfection. We must also be honest about the role of discomfort. Authentic, lasting purpose often requires gamen, the concept of patient endurance and perseverance through hardship or difficulty. If you are chasing passion, the moment the work becomes challenging, uncomfortable, or boring, you are tempted to abandon it, believing you have lost the feeling. But the Japanese understanding recognizes that the most rewarding work requires sustained effort, even when the feeling is absent. Gamen is the quiet strength to keep showing up, to maintain integrity in your work, even when you are unseen or unrewarded. It is during these periods of endurance that competence deepens and purpose solidifies, becoming something far more robust than mere enthusiasm. Another critical philosophical barrier to purpose is the concept of amai, which often translates to a passive expectation of indulgence or dependency. In the context of purpose, this manifests as the expectation that the world or your job owes you fulfillment, happiness, or constant excitement. The Ikigai Matrix Shift demands a move toward Jiritsu, profound self-reliance and independence. Your purpose cannot be dependent on your company's culture, your manager's praise, or your audience's validation. It must be rooted in your own internal commitment to mastery and contribution. When you become self-reliant in generating your own value, you remove the instability caused by external factors, and your purpose becomes unshakable, anchored solely in your own integrity and dedication. The final realization of this matrix shift is that purpose, true Ikigai, arrives quietly. It doesn't arrive with fireworks and fanfare. It arrives as a deep, abiding sense of belonging and usefulness. When you consistently apply the Shokunin mindset, focus on hataraki, honor koten, and contribute through omoyari, you are building a life of profound structural integrity. You are building the mastery that the world needs, and that mastery generates the necessary income. Eventually, after years of dedicated effort, you look back and realize that the consistent act of being useful and competent has transformed into the deep satisfaction that you mistook for love. The love, the passion, finally catches up to the mastery you built. Stop searching for the grand feeling and start building the foundation. Cultivate competence, prioritize contribution, endure the difficulty, and watch as your quiet, true purpose reveals itself in the dignity of your daily work.